In this video, we're going to talk about project management as a business owner and what you should know and what you should implement in your business. You don't need to become the best operator in the world, but as a business owner and as a leader, as a CEO, you need to know the basics of project management. The reason for that is because you are managing a lot of departments, a lot of team leaders. So if you're failing to scale, and if you have team members that are slacking, they're not productive, or they constantly have urgent tasks, or the quality of their work is really poor, this is a reflection of how you work as a business owner. So you're the first one that needs to take responsibility here for the current situation you're in your business. And after watching this video, I don't want you to just consume information. I want you to make a change. And this change will be difficult because you need to change your habits. So in this video, we're going to talk about sprints and project management. I want to show you how you can manage projects, because the first thing you need to do within your business is be a manager. Managing things, managing people. You don't need to be the doer. You can easily find doers, but it's hard to find managers and high-level executives. But before we get started, if you want to automate your onboarding and have your client delivery fully streamlined, then you want to check the one-click onboarding in the description below. But if you're a business looking to have all this implemented for you and so much more, then check also the link to book a call with me and my team. I work with clients on a done-for-you basis where we implement all of this for your business exactly how you need it. Now, let's get back to the video. So let's get started with this. You work hard and you bring new team members, more hires, more delegation, but somehow you still end up looking like this. And I want you to reflect on the reason why. Why is this the case? How come even though you have 20 team members, you're still doing the needle moving tasks? How come you have hired for certain roles, but you're still taking care of these tasks? And the answer is very simple. Because you yourself haven't learned how to delegate, and your team members don't have accountability, and you don't have systems. We're not going to solve all these problems today. Today I'm going to show you how to manage your team better and you as a leader improve, and also how to manage sprints. These are very basic management tools and terms that you can start using moving forward. So let's start with the first thing. Project management. The first thing I've noticed with a lot of business owners is that they want to move super fast. I am the same. I'm very impatient. I want to move fast. If I say I want something, I want it today. And a lot of business owners go with the mantra that the faster you can turn something into reality, the more successful your business is. But you need to be careful, because you can turn something into reality, but it could be very poor quality, very poor execution. So having a project scope and having some management processes within your business is going to allow you to have team members that can perform at their best. You have the highest quality. You don't need to micromanage and be involved, and you don't have urgent tasks. I see a lot of people that they're trying to launch new campaigns, manage more clients, and everything is constantly urgent. Have you seen this before? Have you felt this before? Where every day is an overwhelming day, and then at the end of the day, you haven't even worked on the things that truly matter, or you haven't progressed within your business. And the reason for that is poor management. So when it comes to a project, let's say we're going to launch a client's campaign. You need to have a list of tasks that need to be executed for the campaigns to go live. Just like this. Do this, do that. Number 3, number 4. If you think that this is too much for you, you can literally hire someone to take care of this for you. You can hire a VA for $5 per hour and they can take care of this for you. Anything you have in your brain, any vision you may have, they're going to break it down into tasks. You need to have success criteria. So what does it look like to successfully complete this task? You need to have an assignee, a deadline, and also you need to have a project management tool. I use ClickUp. You can use Monday, Asana, whatever you like. The framework is literally the same. And you need to have someone who is responsible for this project, someone who is leading it. Let's say you want to launch a webinar, okay? You're not going to prepare all the campaigns the day before. You're not going to prepare the Zoom link, the presentation, everything the day before. You have to do some management before. So every project needs to have an overview. What are you trying to accomplish? Why are we doing this? And how will it work? And also you need to have an intro that you can share with your team so everyone is aligned with what you're trying to achieve here. And you also need to have check-in points. For example, if you have a project that is going to take 4 weeks or 5 weeks, you need to have check-in points on week 1, 2, 3, 4, so then you don't wait until the last minute to check on the progress. And again, it doesn't have to be you. Your assistant can take care of that. And a lot of you guys are asking me, hey, what can my assistant help me with? I don't know what tasks to delegate to my assistant. This is one task that your assistant can help you with, and it's going to save you so much time and so much money. Because good project management also translates into saving money, because your team's time is maximized and the productivity is also maximized. Now, when it comes to adding this in a project management tool, I'm going to show you an example. I have created a template webinar launch. Okay, what does it look like to launch a webinar? This is broken down into subtasks, and this is something you can duplicate multiple times. You can click right here and then you can duplicate every time you're doing a webinar. You can track the day, the time, and also all the systems tasks, all the marketing tasks, and the presentation tasks, and also post-webinar tasks. This is how you're doing great project management, and you don't even have to do it yourself. As I said, a project manager or an assistant can take care of it for you. You can shoot a quick long video, you can tell them, hey, here's what I need to happen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and your assistant can put it in a project management tool and they can delegate and manage the delivery time. So with that being said, this is one way you can help your team become more productive and take things from your plate so you don't need to go in and take care of day-to-day operations. You need to do this if you want your team to be productive and also if you don't want to shrink your profit margins by hiring a bunch of people. The solution is not to hire more people. The solution is to manage people better, manage their times, their expectations, the priorities better, so then they can execute on as many tasks as possible. And the second tool I want to show you in this video is sprints. I use sprints to maximize the time of an agency that worked with me when they were making 40 to 50K per month, and currently they're making 100K per month. That means they're doubled their business. But in fact, they didn't double their team. They actually doubled their capacity. And the reason is because we created sprints. Now let me explain what the sprints are. You have tasks, all right? And tasks are the different action items. They have an objective. Do this, build that, create the ads, create a script, create scripts 1, 2, 3. And what happens when you're scaling is you have a bunch of tasks, right? You have to onboard clients, you have to take calls, you have to support clients, so many things. And you don't know where to start. How do you know you had a successful or productive week if you have so many tasks, but there is no finish line? With sprints, which is a very basic term in agile project management, what you're doing is you're taking tasks and you select a timeline. Usually it's 2 weeks, but I prefer 1 week for small businesses. Every week you have a certain set of tasks that you're going to complete. And you may be wondering, okay, but which tasks are higher priority? This is up to you and up to your business and how you run your business. But one thing you need to make sure is to not pack your week full of tasks, right? Every single minute, every 30 minutes, your team has to do something. You need to give them some space because, of course, there are going to be urgent tasks. So usually how I like to prepare sprints is by having 80% filled with tasks that I pre-selected on Monday. My team executes throughout the entire week, and then also throughout the week, I give them some urgent tasks. Maybe something broke, maybe there are bugs. So this way, my team is not overwhelmed and every single day is predictable. So a sprint is a time box period during which the team works on a defined set of tasks to complete and make progress toward a finished product or service. So for every client, if you're going to deliver systems, if you're going to deliver ads or campaigns, you need to have a set of tasks that need to be completed this week. And the benefits of sprints are amazing. First of all, you make progress every single week. You don't have tasks that are being dragged over weeks and weeks. You have deadlines and you have timelines, okay? And your entire team needs to go from Monday to Friday executing on these pre-selected tasks and also the bugs and urgent tasks. The next one is you have high quality delivery because not only you're going to execute on tasks, but you have time to review, deliver, and also report on these tasks. One thing I don't like about businesses that are scaling is that very often they move too fast and they have a lot of urgent tasks and the business owner is never happy with the team's performance. The reason you are not happy with the team's performance is because you don't give them enough details or you don't have a system that allows them to have enough details to execute at their best. So what you need to do is create predictability on your team's calendars. The next one is transparency and team accountability. Now, I'm not saying that it's always your fault. Some team members are pretty lazy, and when they don't have deadlines, they will extend the delivery time. So by creating sprints, you know who worked and who didn't work, what was successful and what failed. And then you also increase productivity because you have this visibility. And lastly, you enhance your client satisfaction because instead of taking weeks and weeks to onboard clients or deliver clients, you have weekly sprints. Every week, your client is getting something tangible, something that allows them to see that you've done some work. Because in reality, you are doing work and you're not procrastinating or extending the delivery time. Now, a few frequently asked questions that I get. Where are these tasks stored? These tasks should be stored in a project management tool, in ClickUp, Jira. If you're using Asana or Monday, anywhere, you're going to store your tasks there. And what do you do if you have urgent tasks? I already answered this by saying that you always need to add a 20 to 30% buffer space for every team member. Don't try to pack their time and maximize their time. They're going to work 8 hours. Like, they're not your slaves, okay? So you need to make sure that your team is also happy, it's not overwhelmed, and they also have time to take care of urgent tasks. You shouldn't be expecting your team to work extra hours or work on the weekends. These people have families, okay? And this is your business, you're hungry, you're an entrepreneur, but there's a reason why they are not entrepreneurs themselves, all right? Sometimes it could happen, they work extra hours, but it shouldn't be the common thing, and it shouldn't be that they have to work at crazy hours, all right? And what if you want to modify a sprint? This is also a question I'm getting from my clients, for example. They are like, oh, well, I don't know exactly on Monday what is going to happen on Thursday or Friday. I would highly recommend you start creating some predictability in your schedule. You know what will happen on Thursday, you know what will happen on Friday. It's just that you're not used to setting timelines and deadlines. So every Monday, you need to put 30 minutes to 1 hour or have someone in your team do that, your COO or your operations manager. They need to sit down and reflect on the tasks that need to be completed. This is the only way you can scale your business without scaling your time. And the next one is, what if I don't complete the tasks on the sprint? This is a good question. You need to reflect. First of all, did you add too many tasks on the sprint? Do you have unrealistic deadlines? You always need to give people time to complete their tasks, maybe 20 to 30% additionally to what you are expecting. And lastly, you need to pay attention to patterns. Maybe there are certain team members that are underproductive. So then from there, you need to go on a performance review. You need to check what's wrong with them. Maybe they don't like their tasks. Maybe they don't know how to complete their tasks. And especially if you have VAs overseas, check their internet connection, check their computer. Their hardware sometimes sucks. So you may need to be aware of this as well. All right. So guys, if you want to increase your capacity, which also means increasing your revenue and also your margins, you need to add 2 tools: project management, whether it's you or a team member, and sprints. I'm telling you this because I implement it for every single client that we're working together, and we're scaling the businesses to 7 figures per month. So this is something you can implement and learn early on, so you don't have to bring in a bunch of team members that you cannot fire, you don't know who to hire, and also your margins are shrinking. So that's it, guys. If you like to automate tasks, you can check on the description the one-click onboarding and all the other products we have that you can implement and install in your business within 30 minutes at the minimum of what it would cost you to work with me. But if you are ready to scale your business to $500,000 to $1 million per month, then you can schedule a call with the link in the description. This is something I've done for a lot of clients, and maybe your business have specific needs. We can audit your business and then create the right solutions for you. I'll see you on the next videos. Bye.